Hello again, everybody. Welcome to USA Wrestling Weekly. I'm Scott Casper. It's time to take a look at what's trending, the news that is from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. Well, the new international wrestling season is now in full swing with competitions underway around the world. A tour team of USA Freestyles were in Hazard, Russia last weekend, competing in the Intercontinental Cup. Former Illinois star Jimmy Kennedy came on down and won a gold medal in the always tough 132-pound weight class. He beat 4 different Russians to claim the title. Kennedy's performance is training related. What exactly does that mean? Well, he's working out now with the Cliff Keen Wrestling Club in Michigan. Good job, guys. Prior to the gold medal match, the organizers had a meeting and chose Jimmy's weight class for a very special grand prize opportunity. The winner of the 32-pound weight would win a brand new car, a Lada Granta. The subcompact is made by a Russian automaker in collaboration with Renault. In the finals, Kennedy drew Russia's Murshad Mutalimov, a young star who took 5th in the 2011 Junior World Championships. Well, Kennedy, ranked number 2 on the national team here in the U.S., brought his A-game to Russia and beat him. The winner, well, here he is. Here's Jimmy posing with his brand new car. Kennedy was named the Mat.com Wrestler of the Week for his achievement. Well, the United States saw the respected strongman and past Kent State NCAA finalists compete in this prestigious tournament as well. At 211 pounds, Dustin Kilgore battled and defeated an opponent from Georgia in the semis and then fell in the finals to defeat a Golden Grand Prix champion, Magomed Abrahimov. Now the team moves on to Grozny, Russia. That's where they're going to compete this coming weekend at the Ramzan Kadyrov Cup. We're going to look forward to seeing the results on next week's show. Well, this last weekend saw the beginning of something called Tour ACW. It was the inaugural Tour ACW event and took place in Pennsylvania at the Hyatt Regency Airport in Pittsburgh. This creative concept was developed by American University head coach Teague Moore and partner Kyles N. Smith. They're the ones who are intent on providing new events for top wrestlers to compete and earn prize money. Well, the rules were a hybrid of folk style and freestyle, and the winner, well, they can win one of 3 ways. Got to be the first to score 10 points, beat your opponent by pinning him, or the other one gets you disqualified. How about that? There's no time clock, so the match ends for the wrestler who is generally first to 10. The field was very competitive, with past NCAA champs and All-Americans entered into this new event to try out the new rules and battle for the $2,500 per each weight. Well, past Penn State NCAA champ Frank Molinaro won the 55-pound championship when he defeated former American University All-American Kyle Borshoff. The score, 10-1, and it took 8 minutes, 18 seconds to get it done. Molinaro scored 4 two-point takedowns and received 2 points on a failed Borshoff video challenge. Molinaro is currently an assistant coach at Rutgers. Well, at 5 minutes, 23 seconds, that's what it took for past Cornell NCAA champ Cam Simez to win the 205-pound title. He stopped past junior college national champ Jerron Wynn 10-5. Simez scored the first takedown, turned Wynn twice for 3 back points, jumping out to an 8-0 lead. 2 escapes by Simez later closed out the win. Well, it was a 2-minute, 6-second battle of 2 past NCAA All-Americans in the opening final at 135. We found former Iowa Hawkeye Daniel Dennis defeating former Virginia Tech Hokie Jared Garnett. 10-2 the score. Dennis hit 3 3-point throws on the way to his gold. Well, that was a short bout. This next one ended up being a 16-minute, 42-second marathon. We go to 170. Past Missouri All-American Nick Maribel stopped former Iowa NCAA champ Jay Borchell. The match ended with the score 12-6 and Maribel's hand raised. How did it all go down? Well, Maribel jumped out to a 5-0 lead, but Borchell tied it up 6-6. At about the 15-minute mark, Maribel hit a key 3-point throw and closed out the win when he scored 3 more on a cradle. Good job. The event was sanctioned by USA Wrestling and had numerous sponsors helping to make the inaugural event a reality. The show was webcast live on Inside Wrestling, and plans are on the table now for the next Tour ACW event. Look for it in April with expanded prize money. We talked to Teague Moore about this inaugural Tour ACW event.
We were ecstatic about everybody that came on board, from the national champions all the way down to the guys that just wanted to get back on the wrestling mat, hadn't wrestled since their days in college and just wanted to compete again. So we're so happy to have everybody on board. What a great slice of the lifestyles that came together for this event.
Stay tuned. We'll be back. There's more. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly.
ASICS has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration, because you know, I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where ASICS is and wants to be as well.
Hi, I'm Wayne Boyd, Director of Operations and Development for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club. The club was founded to help wrestling worldwide, especially at our senior level, of course at the collegiate level and the high school level. But the most important level for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club is the kids level. And these are some of the guys today that will be tomorrow's Olympic champions. Let's hear it, guys.
Titan Mercury!
That's Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, San Marino, California.
Well, as you know, the Keep Olympic Wrestling effort ended successfully. Much was done by some very talented people and organizations. Now award nominations are coming in for the work done by the wrestling community in preservation of the Olympic sport. As part of the International Peace in Sports Awards, USA Wrestling has been selected as a top 3 finalist for the 2013 Sport Federation of the Year Award. These prestigious awards honor sports activities which promote worldwide peace. USA Wrestling was selected based upon its hosting of the Rumble on the Rails, the exciting international wrestling competition held at Grand Central Terminal in New York City on May 15th. The event, which was hosted by Beat the Streets in New York City, featured wrestlers from the United States, Iran, and Russia, and was a headline competition during World Wrestling Month. Well, the Rumble on the Rails received worldwide coverage, and over $1 million was raised for youth wrestling events at the Beat the Streets Gala. The 2 dual meets were broadcast live nationally by NBC Sports Network and Universal Sports Network as well. The other 2 nominees are the Italian Federation of Sport Climbing, which is using climbing programs to spur economic development in Africa, and the Oceania Football Confederation, which created the Just Play program for 6 to 12-year-old kids in 11 Pacific countries. There are 8 different categories for the Peace in Sports Awards. There is 1 other finalist with a connection to the sport of wrestling. In the Image of the Year category, a photo by Ashraf Shazli of AFP shows Japanese diplomat Yasuhiro Muratatsu taking part in his 4th Nuba traditional wrestling competition in the Sudan. He's demonstrating the role of wrestling in building peace within that country. Now, the winner will be announced during the Peace in Sports Awards ceremonies that will take place in Monaco on Thursday, November 7th, under the high patronage of Prince Albert II of Monaco. Well, the college preseason continues with training and preseason media days happening as well. That's where the press can talk to coaches and athletes about the season that lies ahead. Penn State had won 3 straight NCAA titles coming into this year and heads into the season with high goals and expectations. The Nittany Lions coach, Cale Sanderson, Olympic champ himself, talked to us about his team and the new season.
We've had 4 days of practice right now, and the guys are looking really good. Conditioning's great, talent is great. I think attitude is great. So we're just excited. This is a very got a great opportunity this year. We've got a very good team, and just like always, it comes up to the kids on the team and their choices. But if they if they want to, this can be as good a team, if not better, than any team that we've had.
Well, next we go to Columbia, Missouri, the home of the Tigers of Mizzou. Heading to their 2nd season in the MAC, the defending conference champs, head man is Brian Smith. He tells us that his team is looking to maintain its position as one of the nation's premier programs.
I think our room overall, the depth of the talent, I think we had the number 2 recruiting class in the country coming in. There's a lot of talent in the room, and now we just got to get it wrestling the way we want it to and thinking the way we want it to. And then good things happen. But, till then, it's working them into shape and getting them ready.
We also talked with some of the Tigers.
I feel like I'm doing a lot better than I did last year, and a lot more focused and a lot more dedicated to the program.
The only difference is that I'm going to be wrestling in more duels now and bigger tournaments, and I get to wrestle better guys now.
Well, one of the foundations for growth and improvement of our sport in the U.S. are the thousands of coaches who help to develop young athletes' passions for the sport, along with the basics of technique. Each fall, USA Wrestling hosts a coaches clinic at the U.S. Olympic Training Center in the Springs, Colorado. Coaches from USA Wrestling State Association spend a weekend with top-level instruction in clinics and seminars. Just shy of 50 coaches made the journey this year, which is absolutely outstanding. The lineup of instructors was outstanding as well. Steve Frazier, Terry Steiner, Bill Zadek, and Momir Petkovic were on the roster, and other respected coaches were brought in to teach, like Mike Haggerty of Mizzou, Rusty Davison of New Mexico, and Bill Mitchell of California. The clinic had a big impact on the coaches who attended. Mike Duran is the women's director for California, USA.
Out here representing my state and the girls of my state. I got a high school program back in California. We got about 30 girls, and I'm just out here to improve my coaching skills. I mean, this is available to coaches that want to come and improve and learn from, the national level, and I'm really appreciative of it.
Rob Prebish is one of the state-level coaches for USA Wrestling in Virginia.
I'm real big into freestyle and Greco in the off-season, and any chance that I can get to learn what the best guys in the country and the world are doing, I want to be able to bring that back to my state.
Cody Bickley, USA Wrestling's national team's high performance manager, organized this year's fall clinic.
We're getting ready to start the folk style and the college seasons here shortly. There's a lot of excitement, but these guys are going back, the majority of these, working with the little kids, the club coaches that are here, and the state coaches that are doing a great job within our organization, and it's just kind of seems to be a little shot in the arm for them.
We had the opportunity to catch a clinic with Bill Zadek and Mike Haggerty. There they answered questions from the coaches, and one of the coaches, they asked him about how to promote international wrestling in the U.S.
As a coach, what I think you can do is, in your program, is highlight the similarities and the universal skills that are, hey, this isn't Greco, this isn't freestyle, this isn't folk style, this is wrestling. This is wrestling. And it's not that complicated, really. It really isn't, and we all know that. But there are people who never had an international flavor that are coaches, so they want to stay away from it.
I think that you do what you feel comfortable with, maybe a little bit of what you don't feel comfortable with. Getting kids to events, getting kids to see what wrestling can actually become. Like Bill says, it's given me an opportunity to travel, and most importantly, make a lot of friends along the way. Some outside of this country, and I don't think that you have to be anything special as long as you're willing to work hard and aspire to do great things later.
Stay tuned. We'll have a lot more wrestling news when we return.
Wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills at the USA Wrestling Clifton Athletic Folkstyle Nationals. Become a national champion. Head to the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa on April 5th and 6th to compete against the best wrestlers in the country. Last year's event featured 1,200 cadet and junior wrestlers from 32 states on 26 mats. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors supporters to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
USA Wrestling is pleased to announce that thanks to a recent donation of $250,000 from the Levitz Family Foundation, the popular Elite Athlete Appearance Program will expand and improve over the next 5 years. Each year, USA Wrestling will receive $50,000 from the Levitz family to help send our athletes and coaches to local communities around the country. As part of the expanded program, a new high school athlete appearance contest has been established. It'll reward a high school program that has positively influenced their community. USA Wrestling will reward one high school program with an athlete appearance in the winter and another high school program in the spring of 2014. The Levitz Family Foundation has supported several other projects with USA Wrestling in the past, including a program that provided needy children an opportunity to attend summer wrestling camps and another that helped promote the heritage of the Olympic sport. Jeff Levitz was named USA Wrestling's Man of the Year back in 2004 and served as team leader for the 2004 U.S. Olympic Greco-Roman squad in Athens, Greece. He was inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame as an Outstanding American in 2002. We talked with Jeff about the importance of athlete appearances and its impact on the young.
I think that the athlete appearance program is really important, especially if we get the local communities involved in having access to our elite athletes. They know about them, they read about them, but they don't see them. And when you bring an elite athlete into a local community, from the youngest kids to the high school kids, it's very impressionable.
Well, this last week in Minneapolis, the National Wrestling Hall of Fame Dan Gable Museum held its annual Alan and Gloria Rice Greco-Roman Hall of Champions induction. Two Greco-Roman wrestling greats, a legendary coach, and a prominent wrestling family were all recognized for their achievements. Serving as master of ceremonies, John Bardis, the 2008 Greco-Roman Olympic team leader and longtime wrestling enthusiast. Inducted as a distinguished member was 2000 Olympic silver medalist and 2001 world silver medalist Matt Lindland, who remains very active as an elite-level coach in Greco-Roman. After graduating from Nebraska, Lindland established himself as one of the fiercest competitors ever for Greco-Roman Team USA.
I don't know, I just want to make sure I thank my wife and my family for always being there and supporting me, and my coaches. I mean, I've been blessed to have just some great men that, Jay talked about leaders that, just poured their lives into their athletes, and just, I don't know if you know what that means to everybody, because it really means a lot.
Well, 1996 Olympic silver medalist and 2001 silver medalist Brandon Paulson was the other distinguished member inducted. Paulson was a Greco-Roman star who came up through USA Wrestling's age group program and was also an All-American for the University of Minnesota.
The Olympics have always been my passion, and wrestling has always been my passion. And thank the Lord that those two can still be combined. And I can still remember to this day walking around that track in the 96 Olympic Games in Atlanta, and it's amazing feeling, and I'm so happy that I get to coach guys that still have that dream that they can walk around that track in the Olympics and hopefully make the Olympic team.
Longtime University of Minnesota head coach Jay Robinson received the Alan Rice Leadership Award. In addition to coaching NCAA champion teams for the Gophers and developing top athletes for Team USA, Robinson was a talented Greco-Roman wrestler for the U.S. himself.
It seems to me in this room that leadership is everywhere. Often it is not particularly dignified and newsworthy, but it's always there. Friendships, family, teams, companies, organizations. If you look at it, I got a sneaky feeling that you'll see that leadership is everywhere around here. Not just with me standing up here as the head of the pyramid, but everybody in this room.
Well, the Short family of Minnesota received the Family Legacy Award. Coming out of Simley High School in Inver Grove Heights, Coach Jim Short and his wife Pat were longtime leaders in USA Wrestling. Jim's Simley teams were nationally respected, and Pat was a top pairing official. Their children, Chris and Will, were outstanding college and freestyle wrestlers and have gone on to become great coaches themselves. Will now coaches the Simley team, carrying on the rich legacy that remains from his father.
My brothers and I had many accomplishments in wrestling, and none of our accomplishments would have occurred if not for our parents, Jim and Pat Short. They are the reason that we are standing here today before all of you. It is their commitment to the sport of wrestling that has earned the Legacy Award here tonight.
Congratulations to all of our deserving award winners. Well, it's a tradition that goes back decades. The United States and Russia have held exhibition wrestling dual meets in both countries. Perhaps the biggest rivalry in Olympic wrestling, fans can expect a great night of action whenever these two countries square off. USA Wrestling has announced there will be two USA and Russia freestyle dual meets that will be held in the U.S. this November, taking place 1 week after the annual New York Athletic Club International. The first USA versus Russia dual meet takes place Saturday, November 16th at Shenandoah High School in Clifton Park, New York. In the Albany area, it'll be promoted by Journeyman Wrestling. The duel is set for 3:15 p.m. on Saturday afternoon and will take place after an outstanding youth wrestling clinic that'll feature several members of the Penn State coaching staff. For more information, you can visit the website journeymanwrestling.com. The second duel will be held at Bartles Hall on the campus of Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, and that'll be Sunday, November 17th at 1. The Cornell Wrestling program will do the promoting for this event. Prior to the dual meet, National Freestyle coach Zeke Jones will host a free wrestling clinic for those in attendance. It'll start at about 10 in the morning. Check out the Cornell Wrestling website for more information and look for news and lineups for these duels on coming episodes of our show. We'll have some college news when we return. We'll be right back.
There comes a point in your life that determines who you are, whether you will lead or follow, whether you will fight or give in, whether you will win or lose, and what you will count as your victory.
While the wrestling world is still buzzing about the gold medal performance of American superstar Jordan Burroughs, who captured the world gold in September, less than a month after breaking his ankle. Well, that's an amazing story. Burroughs has now run a 67-match win streak in senior freestyle, the longest streak in history of USA Wrestling. Incredible. This week, USA Wrestling's Craig Sisker wrote a great article on Burroughs' record-setting streak, listing every match he's won, along with some great facts on Jordan's legendary career. It all started with a 36-second first-period fall over Bobby Nash in the opening round of the 2011 U.S. Open in Cleveland. Burroughs has victories over 10 different Russians now, including 2 over two-time world champion Denis Sargush. He's also defeated Olympic silver and bronze medalist, along with world silver and bronze medalist along the way. Jordan has earned wins over 6 NCAA champs, including 2 Hodge Trophy winners on the senior level. Add in the victories from his collegiate career, and his total win streak for freestyle and folkstyle now sits at 103. Who can stop him? Get some of your questions answered when you check out this great article and other exciting features on USA Wrestling's website, themat.com. Well, for those of you looking for a great early season tournament, don't forget to sign up for USA Wrestling's preseason nationals before the event is sold out. The USA Wrestling Cliff Keen Preseason Nationals is set for the Unidome in Cedar Falls, November 2nd and 3rd. The first 1,500 high school boys, the first 1,500 8th grade and below wrestlers, and the first 200 high school girls to register will be accepted into the tournament, and the event is already filling up quickly in every division. Of the athletes already registered for the event, 38 different states are currently represented. Organizers expect to smash last year's entry record of 2,590 athletes, so don't wait, be a part of history. Registration ends Sunday, October 27th. You can sign up today at the Preseason Nationals website, preseasonnationals.com, and we'll see you there. Well, last week we gave you the final lineups for the NWCA All-Star Classic at George Mason University, November 2nd. Now the NWCA is telling us they're letting fans help decide which of these great college matchups will be selected as the last 3 bouts of the night. Just go online and participate in the fan poll and pick your favorite matchups at the All-Star Classic. Just head over to nwcaonline.com and send in your vote today. I'll be looking for your results. Well, it's time for our Photo of the Week contest. The pictures are sent in from families and fans from around the country and are being considered for our contest page in USA Wrestler Magazine and our Facebook page as well. This week, the picture was taken by international wrestling journalist T.R. Foley, who works with Fila and Intermat, along with other media outlets. Foley took this great shot of American star Aaron Pico on his way to a victory in the gold medal finals at the Fila Cadet World Championships in Zrenjanin, Serbia. Have your photographs considered for our contest simply by emailing them to Gary Abbott at gabbott@usawrestling.org. Folks, that'll do it for this week's program. From all of us here at USA Wrestling, I'm Scott Casper, and thanks for watching.